Question is, do you want each book to stand on its own, or are you trying to build a body of work with connections between each book? And my books that I have written do stand alone. They're not attached to anything else. One's a faith-based book, and the other one is a story about my two dogs. And it's written in first person from the dog's standpoint. And the first book is called Compromise. And that book is faith-based, and the reason it stands alone is because it's totally different from the other book, which is a nonfiction book. I really, the book itself is, it brings you to Christ. It brings you to salvation. And it goes about in a way of just studying the scriptures. And it's the other books that I am writing. They are, I have 3 other books that are in the wings, and one of them will go along with the Compromise book, and it's called Motives. So that one is just, those are both faith-based and going along the same lines of following a word that God gave me. And the other book that I'm writing, which I have started each one, they're just sitting out there in the background. The next one is the Daughters of the Cuban Bread Man. And it goes along my life when I lived in Tampa. My father was the Cuban Bread Man, and I wanted to write a story about him and what we grew up with and the things that he did in Tampa. So it's a good book. Then the other book that I'm writing, which because of the COVID, it all of a sudden came out, and I write journals. My journals, I started back in the 1970s. And in these journals, I started drawing. And my journals have a lot of drawings, and then it has a lot of scripture. And I'm talking to God. So all of a sudden, with having to stay home, the book came to my head again. And I attribute this to God, because He always opens the doors for the inspiration. And by this book, I am doing, it's going to be, still haven't got the title yet, but it's going to be like Coffee Table Inspirations. And in it will be scriptures that I have written, and also little things to inspire people. And then there will be my drawings will go with each one. That's it.